guys, we're going to do a Help A B2B Writer response. Here is the domain is writecream.com, which DR65 according to this. It's a AI writer writing tool. Think like Jarvis or Jasper or something like that. Okay, so the mic's working. Cool. Okay, all right. So here are the questions. How does AI create marketing content tailored for individual customers? What risks arise from over-personalization in adverts and branding? Could AI be used to manipulate consumer emotions or decisions? Okay. Show. Whoops. Okay. So, hi, Siddharth. I'm writing in response to your request for marketers to talk about AI and hyper personalized marketing content. Quick intro. My name is Sasha Fournier and I am a PR professional and the co-founder of media database Journo Finder. Journo Finder is absolutely quality. Just FYI. All right. In response to your questions, I'm just going to write out the questions. So I don't like to copy and paste because it fucks up with the formatting. So how does AI create marketing content tailored for individual customers? How does AI create marketing content? What was the question? Tailored for individual customers. Question mark. What risks could arise from over-personalization in adverts and branding? What risks could arise from over-personalization branding? Could AI be used to manipulate consumer emotions or decisions? Could AI be used to manipulate consumer emotions and decisions? All right, so my first thought about this is these are quite disparate questions. So they're all quite different from each other. So I could either go all in on one question or I could try and give answers to all three. Ideally, I would go all in on all three and just write excellent answers for all three, but that would take a fair bit of time. How does AI create marketing content tailored for individual customers? That one I can just Google. So I've got quite a lot going on at the moment. How does AI create tailored content? Something like that. That article looks terrible. This is pretty generic. Which, fuck, where's the email gone? There we go. How does AI? So it's asking how it currently does it. So machine learning algorithms look at patterns of user behavior of large groups of people. From that data set, AI can deduce your future, or deduce is probably too strong a word, I'd say deduce with a decent degree of accuracy your future behavior based on how your recent behavior deduce your future behavior from your recent behavior based on how other people with similar behavior patterns I don't want to say behave again. From that data set, AI can deduce your future behavior from your recent behavior based on how other people with similar behavior patterns act next. This allows you to put the correct type of content in front of a user at the point where they are most receptive to it. This is still very abstract, so I'm going to have to give an example. For example, if someone has been recently bought a tennis racket, you can advertise. What else do people use to play tennis with? Maybe tennis racket's a bad example. If someone has recently booked a holiday to a hot destination, you can target them with content around the most fashionable beach where this, okay. What risks could arise from over-personalization and adverts and branding? Over-personalization. I mean, you just come across like a bit of a stalker, but people actually like that. People actually like it. So I don't know if that's a risk. What risks could arise from over-personalization and adverts and branding? Over-personalization and adverts and branding. There is risk if you radical over-personalization, such as including someone's name in an advert, could create a PR scandal due to the fact that it demonstrates that companies have a company has data that we don't want them to have. So that's pretty generic. It's not generic, it's just a bit vanilla. So how can I spice this up a little bit? However, people are becoming more desensitized to this. For example, we have adverts that reference our location, be it that reference our location. For example, we regularly see adverts that reference a location that point that to the extent that we hardly notice it anymore. So you can mitigate risks to around by making sure that you are not the first company to deploy a potentially controversial personalization. Let other companies take the risk, and you let other companies take a risk, and you can learn what you personalization, what degree of personalization you can get away with. I think I'm going to say what degree of personalization you can get away with. Cool. Whoops. Oh shit. Okay, final one. Could AI be used to manipulate consumer emotions and decisions? As soon as I saw this, I had an answer, so I'm just going to say what that answer was. AI can be used to predictive. They call it, it's like predictive something. Just predictive AI. Okay, cool. Predictive AI can be used to estimate with a high degree of accuracy gender, age, where we live, and possibly even our Race. Race is such a charged word. What's another word for race? Ethnicity. There we go. No. Ethnicity. They can then serve us up adverts. Can then, what was the word he was using? Personalize the visual elements of to mainly include people who look like us based on gender, age, and based on these variables. I'm not even going to say anything, just who look like us. We have more empathy than people, for people who look like us. File type, PDF. I'm looking for an academic journal. Here we go. 1989. That's quite a long time ago. What does that say? If I can find like a scientific paper that backs this up, then I'm golden. Attitudinal similarity. So no, that's like we are attracted to people who think like us. Unintentional bias, empathy. I don't want to fucking link an article. Psychology Today, maybe. Here we go. Increasing compassionate. I don't want someone from fucking LinkedIn, some shitty LinkedIn shit. Come on. Yes. I want a proper article. Affinity bias. This is a lot. I don't want to just give them something that's just a load of. I really don't want to say this, but woke nonsense. I wanted to give them for a proper scientific paper, like nothing from leanin.org or masterclass or just bullshit like that. Oh, here we go, and that's Forbes. It seems to be a made-up thing. by some woke grifters. I'm just here we go. HR mag. Here we go. This is the one that we want. But I'm not fucking promoting lean in, dog. You can fuck off. Similar to me effect. Decision lag. What is this? It's HR consulting. This is an HR company that they can fuck off. I feel like this is an HR company pretending to be a scientific company, but it's kind of the best that'll do. So, not having you, okay. The similar to me effect. I'll just include the Wikipedia page. I think that's the fairest thing. But I see some absolute grifting going on here, so I'm just going to call it the affinity bias. I'm going to give them Wikipedia. Here are the links to an article. Here is a link to an article on the affinity bias. Just wait. PubMed affinity bias. Nah. It seems that this isn't actually a thing, and it's just a thing that sort of the HR industry have made up, but I think we can probably get away with that. Okay. So I'm just going to wrap that all in quotes. So, thanks for reading, Siddharth. Here are my credentials. Full name, Sacha Fournier. Title, founder, company, journal finder. LinkedIn. Thanks again. Okay, so I'm just going to read through this. I'm the co-founder of media database Journal Finder. In response to questions, machine learning algorithms look for patterns of user behavior of large groups of people. From that data set, I'm just going to say it it can deduce with a decent degree of accuracy your future behavior from your recent behavior based on how other people with similar behavioral patterns act next. This allows you to put the correct type of content in front of a user at the point where they are most receptive to it. For example, if someone has recently booked a holiday to a hot destination, you can target them with content around the most fashionable beachwear, around just the most fashionable beachwear. This summer season. Radical over-personalization, such as including someone's name in an advert, could create a PR scam reach the fact that it demonstrates a company holds data that we don't want them to have. However, people are becoming more desensitized to this. For example, we regularly see adverts that reference our location to the extent that we hardly notice it anymore. So if you can mitigate the risks around over-personalization by making sure that you're not the first company. I'm going to italicize that, to deploy potentially controversial over-potentialization in their marketing. And other companies take the risks, and other companies take the risk, and you can learn what degree of personalization you can get away with. Predictive AI can be used to estimate with high degree of accuracy our gender, age, where we live, and possibly even our ethnicity. They can personalize the visual elements of adverts to mainly include people who look like us. Affinity bias, just put that in quotes, suggests that we are more likely to emphasize with and buy from people who look like us. So AI can make people more receptive to certain products based on who we see advertising them. Here's an article. Here's a link to an article on the affinity bias. Is that too controversial? The thing is, they are an AI writer, so they want to make AI look good, and that affinity bias thing kind of makes them look bad, like potentially evil. Let's see what the shit they write in their blog. That's a fucking spammy anchor. It does say manipulate, which implies risks, and it also talks about risks as well. I'm gonna just leave this. The right content at the right time. All right. Bye. Happy Christmas.